And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Solon, Iowa, where we are in Substate number 4 tonight here with the number 4 rated Beckman Blazers and the number 5 rated Wilton Beavers. And we got us a heck of a game here tonight. The only two teams are left in Class 2A that are playing each other that are ranked in the top 10. And Beckman coming in at 29-11, Wilton at 24-5. Bill Logan now with along with Dan McLean. And Dan, we should have us a whale of a contest here tonight with two very good teams.
Good matchup. Both teams starting good pitchers. Look for a defensive game. If you look at yearly stats in the pitching department, Wilton leads the state with a little over 9 strikeouts a game. Beckman is actually first in total number, but they've played more games. They strike out 7 1/3 batters a game. The pitcher, of course, for Wilton will be number 44, Jared Townsend. Townsend, a University of Iowa recruit, only a junior this year. Last year as a sophomore was 3-1. He struck out over 40 batters in 24 innings, but he had an ERA of 5.24, and the reason for that was he walked a batter and a half an inning. Gets to his junior year, he was 7-2 this year with an 0.76 ERA. Struck out 111, and this year he only walked 18. Batters are hitting only 0.99 against him. So a big pass for Beckman to climb tonight. It'll be similar to when they took on the two good pitchers from Western Dubuque in Farley about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, this should be just an outstanding contest here tonight. And we'll go over the starting lineup here. They had a coin toss here because they had no good way to set it up here. Both teams are number 1 in their district. They didn't play each other type of stuff, so they did a coin flip. Well, called it, lost the coin flip, so Beckman is going to be the home team here tonight. So the starting line for Wilton, batting leadoff, shortstop, Corey Anderson. Batting second to first baseman, Colin McCrabb. Batting third, the pitcher, Jared Townsend. Batting fourth, second baseman, Tyler Hartman. Batting fifth, the catcher, Brock Hartley. Batting sixth, third baseman, Chance Stevens. Batting seventh, designated hitters, Brayton Wade. Eighth will be the right fielder, A.J. Boston. Batting eighth will be Lee. And batting ninth will be Garrett Bonesack in center field. So there's your starters for Wilton. For the Beckman Blazers, they'll be the home team tonight. Leading off will be right fielder Owen Grover. Batting second will be second baseman Nate Funky. Batting third, the catcher Joel Vasky. Batting fourth, third baseman Jackson Bennett. Batting fifth, first baseman Brock Harbach. Batting sixth, left fielder Nick Offerman. Batting seventh, the designated hitter Riley Helly. Batting eighth, shortstop Seamus O'Connor. Batting ninth will be the center fielder Mark Brown.
And of course, C.J. McDermott, the pitcher, will be the spot that Riley Helly hits for in the DH. The right fielder, A.J. Boston, will be hit for the DH in the Wilton lineup. As we introduce live, Beckman in their green jerseys with white pants, Wilton in all white with the white Wilton across the front chest. Nice night out, Bill. No wind. Shouldn't affect the game at all. And Beckman with their traditional introduce the non-starters. They all go out at once. Introduce the starters. They all run out to the position on the field when they're the home team.
Yeah, just a tremendous night here for some home. A little home cooking here, maybe in the fact that this is a Walmart diamond. The Blazers have probably played down here through the years, so it's a somewhat a familiar field. Don't know how many times Wilton's played here, but we should have us a whale of a game between the number 4 Beckman Blazers and the number 5 Wilton Beavers. And we'll be right back. Bill Logan and Dan McLean with first pitch here after the national anthem. So we'll be back on KMCH.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor in Coggin is your local supplier for farm equipment and outdoor power, offering parts, sales, and services since 1937. Ellis Implement and Outdoors wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop are proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they got you covered. Call Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop, 319-935-3358.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
And welcome back in to Substate Baseball on KMCH tonight. Number 4, Beckman Blazers, and number 5, Wilton Beavers. In the Substate game here tonight, the winner is going to advance to the next week's state tournament. The loser season is going to come to an end. And Wilton 24-5 on the year, Blazers 29-11. And the defensive alignment here for the Beckman Blazers, Nick Hoffman in left, Mark Brown in center, Owen Grover in right, Jackson Bennett at third, Seamus O'Connor short, Nate Bunky at second, Brock Marbach at first, C.J. McDermott on the mound, and Joel Baskey behind the plate. And Connor McDermott, a senior, this will be his 11th start on the year, 5-3 record, 49 in the third innings pitch. Has allowed 29 hits, 17 runs, of which 9 of those are earned. Earned run average of 1.28. Has walked 20, hit 8, and struck out 65. And opponents are batting 163 against McDermott. So he'll take his final warm-up pitch, and we came in ready to go.
He came in relief against Comanche the other night, walked his first guy, retired the next 8, 2 2/3 innings with no hits. Jackson Bennett to win, started both district games and won both. He starts at third tonight. And, of course, leading off for Wilton will be the shortstop, number 1, Corey Anderson. And a high pitch, and early it's going to be no mistakes who's going to rule the roost, I think, here, Bill.
Yeah, we talked about that on the way down a lot. It's going to be both teams going after each other, and hopefully one of them will put a little more pressure on the other one and see if the team can make mistakes.
2-0 now, McDermott high on both pitches. Obviously a little excited. Who wouldn't be?
Well, they were talking before. We heard talking about maybe a little bit too much adrenaline. That's one thing they'll have to fight there tonight.
3-0 down and outside, so McDermott falls behind Anderson, 3-0. Colin McCrabb on deck. Is high, ball 4 straight balls, and Wilton has a leadoff walk to start the game, almost reminiscent of the district final when McDermott walked his first guy when he came in relief in that game. Beckman pitcher's a 2.94 ERA on the year. And now with the runner on first, Colin McCrabb, the second baseman for Wilton. Good lead for Anderson at first. And throw to first in time, fairly close. Good umpiring crew tonight, Bill. Yeah, Freeze and Kevin Moser and Roger Johnson. I've heard those guys' names called a lot, so it'll be a well-umpired game, 3 umpires, because it's a sub-state final. And the first pitch taken in there for a strike one. So McDermott 0-1 now to McCrabb takes early lead in that pitch on his first strike of the game. Bennett now backs up a little bit at third base. McCrabb awaits McDermott's pitch. Breaking pitch bounce to Jackson. He'll look at second, goes to second for the force. No throw on to first, so a force out at second for the first out. And it'll bring up Jared Thompson, the pitcher, hitter, Iowa recruit. Probably the guy you need to get around in this lineup and not let him hurt you. The big left-hander stands in with a runner on first and 1 out. And Bill, I think you'll look and you'll see he's the leading hitter as well.
And batting .409 on the year, 36 hits and 88 at bats.
First pitch called a strike on the field of the base umpire. A high fastball that he offered at, and the count goes to 0-1. Townsend stands in, a large fella. And the 0-1 pitch bounces in the dirt. 1-1. Nice block by Vasky as McCrabb doesn't advance. And the count even now at 1-1. Perfect night for baseball in Fulton. The flag in center field at rest. Wind not a factor. McDermott
2 degrees, just a perfect evening here for high school baseball.
McDermott looks at McCrabb. Now the pitch outside, ball 2. And that'll put the count at 2 balls and 1 strike, currently on the scoreboard.
Well, they counted that as a strike on the scoreboard.
Well, we don't have any out yet either. Here
they just cleared it off.
Now it's 3-1 with McCrabb on first base. Townsend now gets to sit on a 3-1, and you still don't want to give him anything too good here. We'll see what McCrabb does at first. He stays put. The pitch swung on, ground ball into right field for a base hit. And that'll put runners on for Wilton at first and second with 1 out and bring up Tyler Hartman. Hartman, the second baseman for Wilton, will bat with 2 on, and Wilton has a runner in the first inning as McCrabb stands on second after the hit by Townsend. 2 on, 1 out, top of the first in the Substate game. McDermott from the stretch gets the signal from Vasky, another left-hander. Hartman, number 25, stands at the plate. The first pitch high and outside, ball 1, a fastball. Good speed, just too high and outside. Nerves and a little adrenaline flow here early in the top of the first. But like Independence found out in the softball game this afternoon, first innings count a lot. They gave up a couple runs and weren't able to battle back. See what Beckman does here, the 1-0 breaking ball, and that's called a swinging strike by the home plate umpire, evening the count at 1-1. Sub-state baseball action, number 4 Beckman, number 5 Wilton. The only 2 seeded teams playing each other in Sub-state. A game fit for principal, but we'll play it in Solon. And the 1-1 pitch now to Hartman from McDermott. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2, nice breaking ball. That time by McDermott is ahead in the count, 1-2. To the Solon's, or to the Wilton's cleanup hitter. 1-2, 1 out, top of the first. Wilton with 2 on. And the 1-2 pitch high outside, ball 2. He's missed high and outside several times now on the fastball, and that's just trying to throw it too hard.
Yeah, he's not been able to throw that where he wants to here so far to be able to get those strikes. When he's getting strikes, he's been throwing that curveball, and then he's getting some check swing strikes when he's breaking it out of the strike zone.
2-2. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch inside. Backhanded by Vasky, and the count will run full. Wilton the option now to see if they start the runners on a full count with 1 out. Hartman at the plate, a left-hander. And the 3-2 pitch from McDermott. Fastball, strike 3, inside corner. And a strikeout for McDermott. Second out for Wilton, and we'll bring up Brock Hartley. Hartley, the catcher, and we'll have a courtesy runner now for Wilton.
Number 11, Brian Stillman.
Stillman running for the pitcher, Townsend. So 2 on, 2 out. Wilton with a walk and ahead have 2 runners on as Hartley comes to the plate. McDermott from the stretch looks at second. Now comes home. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 1. Good breaking pitch by McDermott to get ahead in the count, 0-1.
Brock Hartley batting .282 on here, 22 hits and 78 at-bats. 3 extra base hits, 9 RBIs. Not a lot of production out of that number 5 spot.
Another breaking pitch, that time high, 1-1. And Wilton has kind of lived on their pitching and defense. That's been their staple all year. They have a chance to score here in the top of the first with 2 on. 1-1 count now to Hartley, and the pitch, fastball, fouled off. Strike 2, 1-2.
Yeah, they've only given up 61 runs all year long in their 29 games, so barely 2 runs a game.
They could have qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
1-2 now to Hartley. McDermott looks in. Looks back at second. And the 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch outside, ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 with 2 outs, 2 on here in the top of the first. Last year, the Substate in Manchester. This year in Solon. And McDermott with the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3. That one in, and Beckman gets out of the early jam. McDermott strikes out 2. Wilton no runs on 1 hit. They left 2 runners on base. We'll be back with Beckman's first turn at bat. You're listening to KMCH Radio.
Yeah, we're here. You want a commercial?
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Experience the difference. Experience Bank Iowa. They believe banking is more about people and less about dollars and cents. Their decisions are made locally by the people you know, your friends and neighbors. Bank Iowa, member FDIC.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. They produce shears, press brakes, and HMI C-frame presses. Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated, Coggin.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on the successful season.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Hey, welcome back to baseball here in Poland tonight. Number 4, Beckman Blazers against the number 5, Wilton Beaver. In the first inning for Beckman is Owen Grover.
And 2 quick strikes to Grover. First a fastball and a breaking ball. Of course, Beckman practiced for this game by having Grover throw from about 40 foot, the only left-hander on the team. And there's a ball low and outside, 1-2. And Townsend likes to work low and outside. That's the scouting report from Perfect Game. And he has a little bend on the ball that drops down, even on his fastball. And he's been successful all year. 1 and 2, swung on, miss. And the batter called out. So strikeout for Grover, first strikeout for Townsend. It'll bring up Nate Funky. Funky, the second baseman, number 22, batting second tonight.
Yeah, pitching the line for Jared Townsend. This is his 10th start of the year, 7-2 record, 58 in the third innings pitched, allowed 22 hits, 13 runs, 8 earned. Earned run on it, .96, 18 walks, no hit batters, 111 strikeouts, almost 2 an inning.
And he has one already, 0-1 to Funky, and Funky will hit it to the second baseman for a base hit. And Beckman with their first hit of the game. And we'll bring up the catcher, Joel Vasky. And as we talked about on the car way down, I thought the most interesting thing is what side of the ball Beckman hits it to. They hit it on. That time, Funky went with an outside pitch. Shot it into right field. Beckman was a base runner with their second batter. And now Joel Vasky, number 5, the catcher for Beckman. Jackson Bennett waits on deck. And the left-hander from the stretch delivers, called a strike, 0-1, and he's been around the plate, only 1 ball in the first 7 pitches he's thrown, so working quickly. Didn't throw very many pitches in the one-hitter against Durand in the first round of the district. So 0-1 now. Townsend looks and comes home inside, ball 1-1. And Funky, not a very big lead at first, with the left-hander looming with a good block move out on the mound. So 1-1, 1 out for Beckman. Bottom of the first, no score here in the Substate game. Townsend looks to first, now looks home, and the delivery swung on. Foul tip, catcher hung on to it, 1-2 to Vasky. Vasky, one of the leading hitters almost in every category for Beckman. That time it looks like he was going the opposite, trying to go the opposite way, and he fouled it off to the catcher. 1-2 now. Funky at first. Here's the pitch, and that ball rolling inside, and that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the things you have to like about Townsend is his team's defense. They've been outstanding this year, and that's a good backup for any pitcher, regardless of how many strikeouts you have.
Yeah, it is. They've had 32 errors on the year, so about 1 a game, 2-2 now. Now, the first interesting decision for Coach Martin. You start Funky from first. First inning, 3-2 count. I would guess you're going to play it pretty conservative. You're here right now, yeah, exactly. I'm going to play it pretty close. As Townsend, the strikeout pitcher, 8-1. There he goes. This is what you say go.
Well, and you have to take advantage. You'll remember a couple years ago against North Polk, Beckman put runners on first and second. Didn't move them along, ended up losing that state champion 2-0. This time, Coach Martin a little more aggressive, drew a walk and puts 2 on with 1 out and brings up Jackson Bennett playing third base tonight. Bennett, the winning pitcher the first 2 games of the district, now in a hitting situation with Beckman with a runner in scoring position. And the first pitch is strike, and the count goes to 0-1. So Funky at second, Vasky at first. He remains in the game, even though he's a catcher, a pretty quick catcher. And Bennett looks here for the 0-1 pitch. Now throw to first, and a good move by Townsend. Vasky back in plenty of time. And Funky that time wants to throw to first. Did take a couple steps toward third, so you know they've worked on that. Here's the 1-1, swung on and missed. And if Bennett would have hit that, it might have landed in Dyersville. That was a full cut. Didn't get cheated on that. 0-2 to Jackson Bennett. Now 2 on, 1 out. And Townsend ahead 0-2 in the count. Looks to second, throws home. Ball down. Oh, he called him out on a pretty low strike. And, you know, if you show the video of that, I think the reason they got called out, Jackson Bennett looked back to the umpire. Yeah. You see that happen a lot. Because that was close enough. Did you call it? Because it was close enough. I probably should have swung. Right. So Brock Marbach now 2 on, 2 outs for Beckman. Both teams with 2 runners on in the first inning. Wilton didn't score. Beckman with 1 more out to try to manufacture a run. Fastball. That one called the ball. Going outside, 1-0 for Beckman. So first inning we've had 5 outs. 4 of them have been by strikeout, 2 by each pitcher. And 1-0 now to Marbach. And the delivery from Townsend inside, 2-0.
Catcher blocked Hartley for Wilton, trying to frame that a little bit. Kind of tapped his glove a little bit when he didn't get that call. And an umpire like Jeff Reed behind there.
I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
Yeah. 2-0 now. Townsend looks in. Here's the delivery. And that's high. 3-0. If Marbach would reach, Nick Offerman on deck. So 3-0, 2 on for Beckman. And at worst, you're making Townsend throw some pitches.
Yeah.
3-0 now to Marbach. Here's the delivery, and it's called a strike on the inside corner. And that was just a nice fastball that cut in, and catcher might have caught it inside, but it was over the plate when it went over.
Yeah, he's getting good movement on that ball, yeah.
Yeah, it's wandering around for him well. 3-1 now, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. One on, foul back, and the count will go full. Runners will have a chance to leave on the pitch as Townsend's worked back from a 3-0 count, and it's now 3-2.
And now if Marbach can put that ball in play, you know, the runners have an advantage there being in motion. There's
no pitch, and it's fouled out of play. And with the first baseman playing back for Wilton, you're not going to have a pickoff throw, so Vasquez can get an even better jump.
Just got to be a little careful on that, that's not a time in play, that he kind of sneaks in from that backside thinking he'd get a big lead.
Yeah, good point. Here's the pitch, and it's high, and the bases are now loaded. And what a soft split of freshman in. Bases loaded, bottom of the first. Nick Offerman up to the plate. He's had a good season at the plate, played good left field for the Blazers, and easily the biggest bat of his career as a freshman.
Well,
in the first inning, that's not
what can happen here is, you know, you got that runner third, you could get a balk, you could get a wild pitch, you get fastball, anything to the right of that runner pitch, and first pitch swinging fouled out of play down the first base line. So Townsend opts to go to the windup, a little uncomfortable in stretch, probably hadn't been there a lot this year. Yeah. And he'll face Offerman now 0-1 with 2 outs in the base. This is full of Blazers. Looks at the catcher, gets the signal. Here's the pitch, and fouled straight back, and Townsend jumps ahead 0-2 on the count to Offerman. Funky at third, Vasquez at second. Marbach at first here in the bottom of the first, both teams with 1 hit. Wilton left 2 on in the top of the first, and the 0-2 pitch here now to Offerman. Swung on and missed, and the Blazers lead 3 on in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the second inning with no score. You're listening to Substate Baseball on KMCH.
Pets Allowed in Independence, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Pets Allowed has been your pet lodging, grooming, and training specialist. Contact Pets Allowed at 319-334-7387 in Independence.
Call By County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
You expect big hits on the softball field or the baseball field, but not on the road. When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
Cy and Charlie's in Independence sell the full line of top-quality Whirlpool appliances, including Maytag and KitchenAid at competitive prices. Cy and Charlie's offer professional delivery, installation, and factory-trained service. Best of luck from Cy and Charlie's, your appliance headquarters in Independence.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back into Solon Beckman Substate tonight. Top of the second inning here. Got an update here from Manchester. In the 1A Substate, Northland was a 3-0 lead over Wapsie Valley after one inning as they try to punch their ticket to state.
And McDermott ahead on the first hitter, and he strikes him out on 4 pitches. That'll be the third strikeout for McDermott as Chance Stevens goes down leading off the inning. Braden Wade now up the designated hitter. He'll hit second, and he's the 7th hitter in the lineup. So 6 strikeouts, first pitch a swinging strike in the first inning and a third between the two pitchers, kind of what you thought would happen. Here's the 0-1.
McDermott looks a little more comfortable this inning, too, throwing a spot in that fastball than he did that first inning. First inning, his fastball was high the majority of the time, but looks a little more comfortable out there. Maybe the adrenaline's roll off a little bit.
I don't think either team expected 5 runners to be left on base in the first. The 0-2 pitch high, 1-2, and that was a good 0-2 pitch. See if he'll chase. No reason to give him a pitch to hit on 0-2. And here's the 1-2 now, breaking pitch outside, 2-2. Wilton with their white and blue jerseys kind of look like Brewer jerseys, particularly with the hat.
Well, I thought first I even thought it said Brewers on the front of there.
2-2. Here's the pitch. That'd be unusual for high school. Ground out back to McDermott. He'll throw on the first for the out. First ground out of the game, and now with 2 outs, Nolan Leeton will bat. Number 10. He's the left fielder tonight in the 8th in the order for Wilton. And McDermott so far a quick 2 outs. First pitch a breaking pitch, strike 1. And the breaking pitch been very effective for C.J. McDermott here in the first inning and 2/3. Fastball. He's thrown a little hard for balls, but there he throws one across, fouled away, and it's 0-2. So working ahead in the second inning, fell behind in the first inning, and had a couple guys reach base on a single and a walk. Here's worked ahead, and there's 2 outs and 0-2 count to the third hitter. Breaking pitch, missed by about 12 feet, bounced to the outside of the batter's box to the backstop, which didn't hurt anything. So on there's a place to throw it on an 0-2 pitch with nobody on base. Well, except if he swings and misses, but then you're going to have a scramble. 1-2, here's the pitch, ground ball, and that will go into center field for a base hit. So 2-out single by Leeton will extend the inning and bring up the center fielder, Garrett Hostak, the 9th hitter in the Wilton lineup.
And if nothing else, what he accomplished there is he got the number 9 batter here this inning. If they retire him, they'll top 3rd inning with the leadoff. So who knows? That might be what it takes to roll that order over in time here.
And I doubt you see the Wilton runner running just for that reason, to see if they can roll their lineup over. First pitch fastball high, ball 1-0 to Bonsack. McDermott working quickly from the stretch. Looks over to first, now looks home. And the delivery runner doesn't go, swung on and missed. Going outside, count goes to 1-1 now. Leeton with a 2-strike single at first.
Bonsack, a junior with a 247 average on the year, 18 hits and 73 at-bats, 1 double, 1 triple, 9 RBIs on the year.
Throw to first, runner back easily, 1-1 now. Marbach holding the runner on. And the delivery. And they call that a strike. 1-2. Nice deliberate umpiring. You know, good strike zone so far. There hasn't been a question. Yeah, of course, with these pitchers, I don't think you get a lot of questions. They're going to be around the plate all night. 1-2 here. And the pitch high, ball 2, evens the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. Top of the second, Wilton and Beckman. Substate action, no score yet. A lot of runners in the first inning. Beckman left 3. Wilton left 2. Wilton with 1 on here in the second. The 2-2 pitch, and that popped up. And Beckman came up. O'Connor will take that pop-up in the inning. Wilton, no runs on 1 hit. They left 1 runner on base after an inning and a half. No score. We'll be back on KMCH Radio.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Welcome back into Solon High School. Here the Substate between number 4 Beckman Blazers and number 5 Wilton Beavers. The winner will get their ticket punched to Des Moines next week. The loser season is going to come to an end. And the only 2A Substate tonight with 2 ranked teams and 2 very good teams. We've seen it so far here in the first inning and a half.
Well, and being ranked so far hasn't done a lot of people a lot of favors. Monticello knocked off in the first round of district. Cascade falls to O-line in the district final. Those are the 4 and 6 teams, so you have to play the game. It doesn't matter where you're ranked. And just happy to be here playing, I would guess, if you're in all
classes. It's not just Class 2A. Number 2 and 3A, Xavier went down last night, so all classes. This is the time of year you just got to play your best game. Just because you're ranked doesn't mean you're going to keep advancing. So.
And Riley Helly leads off, the designated hitter for Beckman, hitting for the pitcher. Townsend looks in, delivers low, ball 1. And you can tell even on ball that pitch was pretty fast. I mean, that got there quick. 1-0 to the designated hitter, Riley Helly. Helly watches and waits. And ball 2, another fastball that was low. And the count 2-0, Seamus O'Connor waits on deck. 7, 8, and 9 for Beckman in the second. Next pitch hits the screen on the fly. Just a little bit outside. 3-0.
To see that too often of a pitcher that has that kind of control. So whatever he was trying to throw there, obviously his release point was.
I think he just tried to overthrow it, and he didn't get the release point. So 3-0. And he comes back and throws a strike now, 3-1 to the designated hitter, Riley Helly, who leads off here in the bottom of the second. A little bit of an advantage for Beckman, I would guess, to be the home team. Winning that flip was helpful. And there's a foul on the 3-1 pitch, and that'll run the count full to lead off the bottom of the second. And that's the second time now back from a 3-0 count to get to 3-2. And this 3-2 pitch swung on, and that was a hit in the right field. And Kelly with the well-placed single down the right field line, and will bring up Seamus O'Connor. And I know you don't bet, Bill, but virtual certitude here, I think there's a bunch.
Well, in a game like we're talking all the way down here, this has got the makings of a 1-0, 2-1 game. We're talking somebody's going to have to score a run to win, and then if you give up a run, big deal. I had to score a run to try to. So this is going to be a well-played, probably pretty fundamentally sound.
And there is the bunt, first pitch, and Thompson goes to second. Comes into center field. So the first mistake by the mid-left-hander puts runners at first and second for the Blazers, and nobody out. And it worked so well the first time. Your best centers and bunters up now.
Yeah.
If you won that bet, you'll double down on this one.
Well, really in second for Brown. That's you do those types of things. Put the pressure on the defense. That bunt was hard right back at him, and he just got a little too over-anxious. Picked it up and really uncorked it, almost like he did to the screen on the pitch before that. But first error of the game puts runners at first and second.
And nobody out. 2 on, nobody out. Brown up to bat. Oh, and they call the pickoff at second, and Helly thrown out at second, and it's been a problem for Beckman most of the year. They just don't run bases very well, and that's costly. And now we have a runner at first and 1 out, and the error is replaced with a mistake.
Yeah.
They wipe each other out. Yeah. So 1 on, 1 out now. And the number of times I was picked off, I'm telling you, that's not a good feeling.
No.
1-0 now.
And he did a nice spin move on that.
He did
really got back there and then got rid of the ball real quickly. And caught Riley maybe between steps and just couldn't get back in time.
1-0 now, swung on by Brown, 1-1. Evens the count up, 1-1, 1 out, runner at first. Bottom of the second, Blazers and Wilton tied with nobody scoring yet, although there's been some threats. Both teams with 2 hits. The 1-1 now the throw to first.
Boy, that had to be close to a balk.
Well, he's left-handed. Do you think they'll really call that? Really?
Yeah. When you got 3 umpires, normally with 2, sometimes that's tough.
1-1, here we go, and the fly ball down the line, and it's foul, and they'll run the count to 1-2.
Because you get an umpire stays at first base when you got 3 umpires here, so he can kind of see that foot action. When you're an umpire standing behind the base, it's hard to see that knee or that foot. You know, so if you were going to call one, tonight's the night to be able to do that.
1-2 now the count. Brown waits for the pitch. And here it is. Swung on and missed. Tried to pull the ball. Ball was rolling outside. Swung over the top of it for the second out. And that will bring up Olin Grover with 2 outs. So Townsend, his first strikeout of the inning, his 4th of the game. And Beckman now a runner on first and 2 outs. In an inning that started with some promise with first and second and nobody out. Townsend looks in. O'Connor with a little lead at first. Here's the pitch to Grover, down and in, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Grover struck out swinging his first time up. Has the disadvantage of being the only left-hander in the lineup, facing the left-hander Townsend. And here comes the 1-0. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. You have to wonder maybe if they'll start the runner from first to see if you preserve the top of the order or if you let Grover have his cuts here and hope to get a couple people on when Funky is up.
Well, you look at that lead he's getting at first base, I'd be a little surprised if they try to run here. Just if you're a left-hander, that lead's probably not as big as it would be maybe if you were right-handed.
1-2 now as the fastball caught the inside corner for a strike. Helly with a single to start the inning. O'Connor reached on an error, although he gets a sacrifice if you're keeping score. And then a strikeout after a pickoff. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2, and a half swing will go into left field, and that will put 2 on with 2 outs for the top for Nate Funky. Second hit in the inning for Beckman.
And even with that base hit to left, had he not gotten picked off a second, he was not going to score on that.
No.
But we talked about it on the way down here, you know, being able to hit the ball the other way, and he did a great job of that. Didn't try to take the full cut, didn't try to overpower it. Just put the bat on and see if I can put it in play and find the spot. And he did a nice job by Owen Grover.
And Funky chance now, 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch, and it's down low, ball 1. Golvaski waits on deck, see if he has a chance to hit this inning. O'Connor sticking pretty close to second. And Grover on first not being held on. Here's the next pitch. Inside corner, that'll even the count at 1-1. To Funky. Funky hit one into right field on the ground in the first inning to get the Blazers' first hit. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Foul ball. 1-2 now to the Beckman second baseman. 2 on, 2 outs. Beckman and Wilton Substate final. And it's been a lot of action here in the first 2 innings, but nobody on third.
Yeah, a lot of base runners on here for both teams here so far. And it's just a matter of when is somebody going to break in. Ouch!
And that time Funky gets hit. That'll load the bases. Actually, Funky did reach third in the first. And that'll load the bases for Joel Vasky. Don't know if Coach Martin would want a better situation than this. I had to draw it up. Yeah, either Vasky or Bennett up, and they have Vasky and Bennett in the hole. So see if Beckman can capitalize on the error and hit better and
Well, Van Aaron on a team with 43 RBIs, Bennett with 44. Both of them batting well over 400. So
And that first pitch is blowing away. I'm sure Jackson Bennett would be fine to relinquish the lead if Vasky would drive a couple in here.
Time being called now. And Jake Surata.
And I don't think he'll be taken out as big left-hander, but probably going out just to calm him down. Connor Postman over to talk to Joel Vasky. Fred Martin comes out to talk to Jackson Bennett. Everybody's talking.
Yeah,
another big situation. You know, you look back at games after they're over and say, what are big situations? Well, both teams had big situations in the first, and now Beckman again in the second.
Yeah, he found something he's probably overthrown because he threw one back to the screen. He threw the bunt out into center field. He hit a batter. You know, so just trying to go out there and get him to take a deep breath and throw what he throws.
And one thing, you're running his pitch count up, and that pitch over for a strike. 1-1 now to Vasky. In the second inning, both teams with 2 hits. Beckman, a chance to score here. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Townsend jumps ahead now 1-2 in the count.
Huge crowd here tonight. Both teams well represented all the way out to the outfield foul line. All the way around, a lot of people leaning on the fence.
And here's the 1-2, high ball too. Vasky didn't offer. Thought about it.
He thought about it. He did a good job of holding up. I thought maybe he's going to go after that pitch. Smart pitch on a 1-2 pitch. See if he can walk him up out of the strike zone on an unhittable pitch.
Sure, 2-2 now. Here's the pitch from Townsend. And it's a ground ball back up to the shortstop. He'll flip to second in time, and that'll end the inning for Beckman. The runs on 2 hits. They left the bases loaded, and after 2, we have a tie score in the Substate final, 0-0. We'll be back on KMCH after this.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech 927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
And welcome back into Solon, bottom of the 3rd inning. Actually, top of the 3rd inning coming up here. Got to get messed up by that outfield scoreboard here. Wilton, the visitors here. No score through the first 2. Each team with a couple of hits. Blazers have left the bases loaded in both the first 2 innings without being able to score. So, top of the order coming up here for Wilton.
Corey Anderson walked, forced out in the first, leads off here. Didn't see a strike the first time up. And that's 5 balls in a row. Ball down and out. Townsend, the junior left-hander for Wilton, 49 pitches through the first 2 innings. And there's a pitch over for a strike, a breaking ball, 1-1. But if you're Wilton, you have to feel somewhat good. 6 runners left on base. Opposition in the first 2 innings. Another breaking pitch. That one popped in the air to center field. Brown back and catches it just to the left of the 385 sign. So 1 out, and it'll bring up Colin McCrabb. And I'm sure if you're the Beckman coaching staff, you just soon not have anybody on base when Townsend bats. Yeah. McDermott, breaking pitches worked well so far as he faces McCrabb, who reached on a fielder's choice. As Anderson was forced at second, first pitch a strike to McCrabb. Here's lined up in the pitch, high fastball, 1-1. So the fastball with some zip. Just a little too much adrenaline on it.
Yeah, he still got that fastball still. The majority of them are high up out of the zone.
Breaking pitch down and away, swung on and missed, 1-2. but his breaking pitch has been marvelous. And what that leads you into is if you bring Jackson Bennett in with his fastball, talk about a change of pace. Yeah. 1-2 now to McCrabb. Here's the pitch, swung on. He swung at it, and he's out.
Yeah, he knew it. He just walked right to the dugout, so saves the throw down to first base. Strikeout number 4 in the game for McDermott.
So Townsend up now with nobody on. Townsend singled his first time up to right field. And in a row, McDermott's retired the first 2 batters of the inning. And his first pitch to Townsend, high and away, ball 1. 1-0 to the big left-hander from Wilton.
Townsend with 37 base hits on the year. 21 of them are for extra base hits, so he's got some pop and some power in that bat.
McDermott working quickly, breaking ball over for a strike on the swing, 1-1. Next pitch high, fastball, 2-1. And that was away. So 2-1 now to Townsend. 2 outs, top of the third, no score here in the Substate. Breaking ball, pounded into the ground, back to the pitcher. He'll take his time, throw on to first. 1, 2, 3 innings for Wilton. And after 2.5, the score is no score, and we'll be back with the bottom of the third on KMCH after this.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Edgewood Feed Mill, your ag feeds experts in Edgewood.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bowman Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bowman Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
Hey, welcome back to Solon Substate Baseball on KMCH. Number 4, Beckman Blazers. Number 5, Wilton Beavers. 2 ranked teams. The winner's going to go to Des Moines next week. The loser's season's going to come to an end. It's 2 great teams. Beckman 29-11 on the year. Wilton 24-5. And at some point, something's got to give.
And somewhat like the Wilton-Beckman game from 2014, where Beckman scored 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, to go on to beat Wilton to go to the state 5-2. Zach Lyon had a shutout through 6 2/3. Wilton scored in the last third inning, but it wasn't enough, and Beckman moved on to state. That game was at Lindmar. I think we did that game as well, Bill.
There you go. Yep.
Leading off for Beckman will be Jackson Bennett. Bennett struck out on a called strike first time up. And he'll face Townsend here for the second time as we start the bottom of the third. Beckman will send Bennett, Marlock, and Offerman out in the third. First pitch from Townsend. Low, ball 1. That time Bennett didn't turn around.
Yeah, he learned.
1-0 now. Bennett, of course, bound for Kirkwood. Here's the next pitch. That's on the inside corner, 1-1. Evens the count. And Townsend winds, delivers. And a pitch on the knees outside, 1-2.
Pretty consistently called that strike at the knees here tonight. They said it's got a nice strike zone here. Both teams adjusting good.
Oh, and they called him outside strike on that one for a strikeout. So Bennett strikes out for the first time to begin the third, bottom of the third. And that's like Marbach, strikeouts on the year in 30 games or 40 games. So getting him twice here tonight, Dalton's done a nice job of getting right after one of the better hitters from Beckman. Well, in that time he worked it in and out. I mean, he changed location as well. And a swing and a miss by Marbach. What you don't want to get into now is have the Beckman players get, frustrated and just go up and swing wildly. I mean, they're going to have to pick their pitches and place them into the outfield like they have in the first two innings. 0-1 to Marbach. That's called a strike. 0-2. And Townsend deal in this inning. 5 pitches, 5 strikes. And he'll deliver here to Marbach on 0-2. And that's called strike 3. Yeah, he's settling it in, and he's getting that curveball across town. The Blazers coming back don't look real happy with that strike zone, but from over here it doesn't look too bad. Nothing Offerman now back 2 outs. Nobody on in the third. Beckman has left the bases loaded the first 2 innings. And Townsend winds and delivers. Swung on and missed strike 1 to Offerman, the left fielder. Townsend with 6 strikeouts now here. He's averaging about 2 an inning, and he's right on that here tonight. That one a little high. The fastball evens the count at 1-1. Lights on now at Solon, although it's pretty bright out. So I don't think you'll have a long enough inning to make it dark. So 1-1 now. Here's the delivery. And that called the ball. 2-1. Riley Hilly on deck if Offerman will reach. Hilly with a base hit at his first time up. And the count now is 2-1 to Offerman. Shadows start to come across the infield by the pitcher's mound, but they also cover home plate. And there's a foul ball out of play, first base side. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Update from Manchester after 2 innings. Northland 4, Wapsie Valley 1. Northland, look, third time, I think, third year. Yep, third time in 4 years. All right, here's the 2-2 pitch to Offerman. Swung on and missed. Townsend strikes out the side. And we'll head to the 4th with no score. You're listening to Substate Baseball on KMCH.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance, sales and service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, call Dwayne at Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville. They are licensed and insured and offer a free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care, your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gmbbank.com. Member FDIC.
And welcome back into the Solon Beckman Substate Baseball on KMCH tonight. Number 4 Blazers and the number 5 Wilton Beavers, and we are scoreless heading into the top of the 4th inning.
And the 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for Wilton. Hartman will lead off. And he strikeout victim in the first, called strike, and he'll take that ball inside 1-0.
Both teams with some base runners in the first 2 innings, but each pitcher retired the other team 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd inning, so maybe both pitchers kind of getting a little settled in here. And
breaking pitch over for a strike. 1-1. Scoreboard's wrong. Foul ball. That'll run the count to 1-2. On the leadoff hitter for Wilton, Tyler Hartman. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball strikes him out. Low outside pitch. Hartman went fishing, didn't catch anything. And he'll bring up Brock Hartley, the catcher.
fifth strikeout of the game now by McDermott, so he's pretty much matching pitch for pitch what that Townsend's doing. So every bit the pitch is doing what we expected.
And Hartley struck out his first time up. Taking a shot at here with one out in the fourth. Fouls the first pitch off. And that was the first pitch fastball that was in the strike zone.
Yeah, that sounded like that one got a car maybe out in the parking lot.
Hailstorm. 0-1 now. Hartley waits out. Dermott the catch and a swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And that runs the count to 0-2 on the catcher for Wilton. McDermott now a breaking pitch, and that'll be a strike. Called strike. Second time Hartley's gone down with a called strike. And that'll bring up Chance Stevens, 5 strikeouts now between the two pitchers in a row. Fielders have not had a lot to do here this inning.
Yeah, you know, as a fielder, you like being back there when pitchers.
There's a fly ball in the left center field. It'll drop for a hit. So Stevens with a base hit. First pitch swinging. And Braden Wade will now hit. Wade grounded out to McDermott an inning. So 1 out, or 2 outs, 1 on for Wilton here in the top of the fourth. Wilton with 3 hits and Beckman with 2. Good lead for the Wilton runner. The first pitch may have been offered at, may not have been. And it was not called a strike. I was looking out to the second base umpire. But with 3 umpires, it's the first base guy that calls it. And the count 1-0. McDermott from the stretch looks at the runner. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. Wade chopped one off the front of the plate in the second inning, the third inning. And was the third out. Here's a 1-1 pitch, strike 2. So the count now quickly 1-2 to the designated hitter for the Wilton Beavers. 1-2, 2 outs, no movement from the runner. Breaking pitch, strikeout. So McDermott wraps 3 strikeouts around the base hit, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. We're halfway through, no score in the Substate game between Beckman and Wilton. We'll be back on KMCH after this.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor in Congin is your local supplier for farm equipment and outdoor power, offering parts, sales, and services since 1937. Ellis Implement and Outdoors wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Health Care, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
And Bill Logan and Dan McLean with you tonight from Solon. Substate baseball and the Wilton Beavers, and we're headed into the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score on the board. Wilton with 3 hits, Blazers with 2 so far, halfway through this contest.
And Beckman averages 7.7 runs a game, Wilton 6.6 runs. But you expected the game to be lower scoring than that with the pitchers they have going. Riley Helly will lead off for Beckman to be followed by Seamus O'Connor and then Mark Brown. I still think the impressive stat for Wilton, though, is their fielding percent is .970 on the year, which is awfully good for high school. They've only allowed 28 unearned runs the whole year, only allowed 33 earned runs all year.
Yeah, some of that is as fast as the pitcher works, defense don't tend to fall asleep behind it when a pitcher works quickly.
And when you strike people out, you don't need to catch the ball.
Exactly.
First pitch strike to Helly. Count goes to 0-1. Helly with a single into right field in the second. And he'll swing at one in the dirt. Count goes to 0-2. Went golfing and came up empty. really one of the few swings Beckman has swung poorly at, though.
Yeah, he was swinging at like it was a fastball. Kind of guessed it'd be a fastball, the breaking ball.
0-2, and that's a strike. So 4th strikeout in a row for Townsend. And we'll bring up Seamus O'Connor. O'Connor reaches on an error the first time up when Townsend threw the ball into center field. So 1 out, nobody on for Beckman here, bottom of the 4th. Townsend winds and deals, and that's called outside, 1. As O'Connor takes it outside, it's going to be one of those situations if Townsend's going to live there. Beckman's going to have to take the ball into right field. There's a called strike on the 2nd. Pitch 1-1 now to the Blazers shortstop. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out, no score. And Townsend delivers high, hits the backstop, 2-1. Lucky there isn't a mascot back there.
Yeah. He must have saw something behind the fence that we didn't see. But
there you go.
Again, he airmailed. That's the 2nd pitch. He's airmailed all the way back there.
2-1 now to O'Connor. Here's the pitch, swinging strike. Now evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 now. O'Connor looks at a ball that hits the plate, 3-2. Up to about 67 pitches now for Townsend here in the 4th inning. And the 3-2, and that's a walk. So O'Connor gets on for the 2nd time. Officially 0 for 0, a sacrifice where he reached on an error, now a walk, and now Mark Brown, the center fielder. And it'll be interesting to see what Coach Martin does here. Even though there's 1 out, Brown, a pretty good punter, moving base runners along, seemed to work the last time they tried it.
Yeah, and you're at the bottom of your lineup, but that's the 3rd walk of the game, and good patience up there because you like to see that pitch count get up there a little bit.
Yeah.
See if you can maybe get him out of here, maybe by the 6th inning or something. If he
no bunt attempt on the first pitch. It was a ball. And it's 1-0 now with O'Connor at first, Brown at the plate. The 1-0 pitch, that's a strike over the middle. Fastball evens the count at 1-1. 1 out, 1 on here. Bottom of the 4th, Beckman with their 7th base runner of the 4-inning game so far. Townsend delivers. Brown swings, fouls it off in the count at 1-2. Brown a strikeout victim in the 2nd. Owen Grover waits on deck. 1-2 from Mark Brown, Beckman's center fielder. O'Connor at first, staying pretty close. And a long time here. Now Townsend delivers, swung on and missed for strike 3. And the 2nd out of the 4th for Beckman. And we'll bring up the right fielder, number 12, Owen Grover.
Yeah, it's strikeout number 9 in the game now in 3 2/3 innings. So he's got that Cape pitch working here, and the top of the order coming up is 2 away.
And Grover, a left-hander, singled his last time up, was struck out in the 1st. Remember, he went to left field on the single last time. That pitch over for a strike. 0-1 now. To Owen Grover. Grover really came on like gangbusters about the middle of the season, took over that right field spot, and has hit very well for Beckman through the course of the season. 0-1 now. Throw to first. O'Connor back on first walk.
Not much of a lead over there. He kind of fell onto the base and he back there way easy. Not much of a lead the Blazers are getting on first.
0-1, and there's a ball that bounces. Nice scoop by the catcher there for Wilton. Keep it from getting away. Brock Hartley backhanded the ball. 1-1 now to Grover with O'Connor on first and 2 outs. Nate Funky waits on deck. Funky has reached at the plate tonight. Here's the 1-1, swung on. Looper over the pitcher's head. Going to be in a tough area to get somebody out. Grover moves well, and that time he reaches first. on an infield single for the runner in scoring position for Nate Funky with 2 outs. Same position he was in last time, and he got hit by the pitch.
Well, O'Connor running that time got there, and the second baseman had to hesitate a little bit. And O'Connor had to make sure the ball didn't hit him, but it slowed the fielder down there a little bit.
And once it got over
to get by,
once it got over the pitcher's head. So here's Funky now, swung on. Fake throw to first, nothing doing there. Swinging strike for Funky 0-1. Good aggressive swing in the situation. Beckman again with a runner in scoring position. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and bounced. Ball gets away, runner's going for third. And the runners will move up to second and third. And the count will go to 0-2 on Funky. And with 2 outs, Funky will try to put the ball in play and see if they can play the first run of the game.
Third time in 4 innings, they've had runners at third base with opportunity to score here. You can't go to the ball too often without scoring here.
No, you don't get points for first downs. 0-2, here's the pitch. Swung on this. Ball kicked over the pitch. Oh, first base line. It's all first in time. Beckman retired on the strikeout. For Beckman, the runs on 1 hit. They left 2 runners on base. We'll head to the 5th with no score, but a lot of excitement. You're listening to high school baseball on KMCH.
Riker Shoes is your specialty area women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
Experience the difference. Experience Bank Iowa. They believe banking is more about people and less about dollars and cents. Their decisions are made locally by the people you know, your friends and neighbors. Bank Iowa, member FDIC.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Leading off the top of the 5th. State baseball at KMCH tonight from Stolen with the Beckman Blazers and the Wilton Beavers doing battle here. And leading off the top of the 5th inning for Wilton in a scoreless tie.
Nolan Leighton had a base hit last time up on a 2-strike pitch. He'll lead off the 8-hole hitter for Wilton. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Wilton. Actually, those 8, 9, and 1 hitters will be up. It just depends who the hitter is. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, fly ball, center field. Back goes Brown, makes the catch. A few steps in front of the fence for the first out.
Probably the hardest hit ball that Wilton's had here tonight. Fortunately for the Blazers, right at center fielder Brown. He just looked like he would just kind of have beat on it the whole way. Didn't have to really go back after it hard.
Yeah,
made a nice catch out in center field.
Garrett Bonstock now, the 9th hitter, will bat second. And McDermott will pour one over for a strike. Of course, you remember last year in the Beckman Cascade Substate game, Stolken went over the fence almost to take away a home run from Cascade. This one not quite as dramatic. Here's a ground ball out to shortstop, and the throw to first in plenty of time for the out, and that'll be 2 outs. Third ground out of the game for Wilton. Beckman has exactly 0 ground outs. And the top of the order now for Wilton, the shortstop, number 1, Corey Anderson. Anderson flew out to left field his last time up after walking to lead off the game. And McDermott around the strike zone early here. This time he bounces one in for a ball. 1-0 to the leadoff hitter for Wilton. And now, of course, more big decisions for Martin. You know, how soon do you warm up Jackson? You can't wait. You got to get him ready at least.
Yeah.
Next pitch of ball to Anderson. Count goes to 2-0.
That's about where his pitch count's at, what happens here in the next inning.
3-0 now. Anderson had a 4-pitch walk in the first inning. Now he's 3-0 here in the fifth. Crab due up next. Strike. That'll run the count to 3-1. A breaking pitch over. And Anderson will wait for the 3-1 pitch from McDermott. Here it is, another breaking pitch. That's called a strike. Anderson thought it was a walk as he was headed for first. Probably not the brightest move, but
no, go pick your bat up. Come on, apologize to the umpire. Say sorry. I thought
well, and it's the fifth inning. The umpire is pretty deliberate in his call, so you're going to have to have 3 down for Wilton in the fifth. We head to the bottom of the fifth in a scoreless tie in the Substate matchup. We'll be back on KMTH after this.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Design into reality.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop are proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. For all your custom applications of fungicide and insecticide needs, from aerial to wide drops, they got you covered. Call Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop, 319-935-3358.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
Still up to Dan McLean down in Solon. Substate baseball. Blazers and the Beavers still scoreless here, headed into the bottom of the fifth inning. And leading off for the Blazers, we're going to have 3, 4, 5 hitters. And one thing I've noticed here in warm-ups here is Townsend still a lot of wild pitches. Let's see if that translates when the Blazers get in the batter's box.
He's always been able to regroup the first 4. We'll see what he does here in the fifth. And his pitch counts up there is probably in the high 70s.
I got it for 76.
Would that be high 70s or would that be mid 70s?
It depends on if you're a weatherman or not.
No, all right. Depends what part of the country you're in. Joel Baskey leading off here. The catcher, Baskey, has reached on a walk and on a fielder's choice. And he leads it off here in the bottom of the fifth. Denver leading O-line 2-0 in the third inning. North Lynn has now expanded their lead to 5-1 in Manchester in the 1A Substate game. First pitch, a swinging strike to Raffy. And the count 0-1. Townsend on the hill. Here's the delivery. And that's low and outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Shadows have now consumed most of the infield, at least past the pitcher's mound. As Townsend now winds and deals. And that pitch is outside, now 2-1 to the Beckman catcher. Bassey awaits a 2-1 pitch now as it comes in from Townsend. And that pitch outside, and that'll be 3-1. We hesitate a little bit. We're on the third base side, and it's hard to judge the width of the plate. 3-1 now to Bassey. Bennett waits on deck, and the 3-1 outside, and Bassey gets on base for the third straight time. And we'll bring up Jackson Bennett, who has not liked the strike zone so far tonight, has been fooled on 2 strike pitches twice. And I would suspect he'll be somewhat aggressive here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. You know,
although a bunch really in order, but I doubt
he's only done that sacrifice 3 times this year, and it's hard to do that with the 4-hitter. But
here we go, and he tries to bunt. He gets it down the first baseline. It'll roll foul. 0-1. So the big inning turns into 1 run. That's
right now. That's what it is. Yeah, exactly. we talked on the way down. It looks like it now. We're talking one run. Whoever scores first got a great opportunity to win this game, and we're making us look like prophets right now.
Of course, who knows what we talked about in the car. 0-1 here to Jackson Bennett. And he gets it down. This time it's there. It'll go to Townsend. He'll underhand it to first. The sacrifice works. Vasky moves into scoring position on the sacrifice by Bennett. It'll bring up Brock Marbach. Beckman so far 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. This is their 9th base runner. And Marbach and Offerman will have a chance here, barring a pickoff, to get the runner home from scoring position.
And now you'd really like to see him get over to third base somehow with the wild pitches he was throwing during this warm-up of this inning. And Townsend not throwing as many strikes this inning.
Townsend down and in. Nice scoop that time by Hartley, the catcher. 1-0 to the Beckman first baseman. Here in the bottom of the 5th. No score. Townsend looks back at second 3 or 4 times. Now 5 times. Now he steps off. And at some point, that's going to distract him from pitching to the plate. Yeah, but nice job by Vasky that time to not stray too far off, but keep the pitcher interested.
Yeah, the 1-0 with the batter, Marbach stepped out. So
here we go. Foul ball. Top of the screen behind home evens the count at 1-1 with 1 out. In the bottom of the 5th, both teams with 3 hits. Only error committed by Wilton. And both teams have yet to score a run. Bottom of 5. Townsend working through. He's at about 83, 84 pitches now on the night. 1-1 comes to Marbach. Outside, that'll be 2-1. Marbach patiently waits. He's walked and struck out. And he has a 2-1 count here. And we'll see what Townsend does. Wonder, how much you think about the one he bounced for in the last inning on the 3rd strike. He's done that 3 or 4 times tonight. Fast, getting an aggressive base runner. That one swung on and fouled back to the screen over our way. And that'll even the count at 2-2 to Marbach. With 1 out, Vasky will jog back to second. And the sacrifice bunt by Jackson Bennett, the first ground out of the night for Beckman batters.
And off the back of the rubber, fake the throw back to second, but it's really there.
Yeah, can't throw to a ghost. 2-2, here's the pitch. Outside and low, that'll run the count full. And the count full now, Brock Marbach with Vasky on second, 1 out. And Townsend goes to the stretch, looks at Vasky once, and now he delivers home. It's outside, ball 4, and Beckman will now have 2 runners on base, and Townsend's control has run a mess a little bit here in the last 4 or 5 batters.
Yeah, that's 5 walks in the game here, and he's only given up 18 in 58 innings, so a little more control issues. I've got him for 89 pitches right now. He's getting up into that territory where he's probably not going to be able to pitch all 7. Infield call time now. The coach is going to come out of the dugout and join him because they've got
to know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Hey,
we're going on a game here. What are we doing?
You got a conference call. I might as well come out and join it too now.
Yeah. The 89 pitches, of course, 110. You can't throw for 4 days, but if you lose, you don't throw for 6 or 7 months. So,
but 110, you got to stop at that pitcher too,
right?
That batter. So, the last inning, I saw somebody. They had to back the crowd up. Somebody went over there and was warming up a few pitches, not many.
Yeah,
half a dozen pitches maybe. I was looking over here when Beckman was batting, and I didn't see anybody out there in the bullpen even warming up or anything for the Blazers yet.
All right, Wilton has their conference done. For Beckman, 2 on, 1 out. Nick Offerman at the plate. The first pitch. Call the strike. And the Beckman crowd thought that was a little outside. Wilton crowd thought it was a pretty good call.
Yeah.
0-1, the crowd loved it. Yeah, 0-1 to Offerman. There's the pitch. And Allison went right back to the spot. This time it's called a ball, so they won. The scouting report on Townsend said this is where it works, outside and low, and his ball runs that way. 1 on, 1 out, 2 on. So that's called a strike. And Offerman falls behind 1 and 2, and at some point you got to realize that's a strike.
Yeah, and he's called it pretty consistent at that knees all night long here, so you got to understand when that pitch is coming down in there, put your bat on, put it in play.
1 and 2, here's the pitch, swung on, dribble foul. Offerman hangs in there, stays alive against Townsend.
Yeah, it's a good breaking pitch that time. Took a little something off it, and he did do a nice job there of fouling off a really good pitch by Townsend.
Vasky being held close by the second baseman. Now he wanders back to his position. 1-2. Hold on, miss. Blocked by the catcher, and it'll be the second out. 2 on now, 2 out. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Riley Helly. Helly singled in the second inning, struck out in the fourth. And he bats with 2 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth.
That's strikeout number 11 for Townsend here now through 4 2/3.
And the first pitch to Helly called a strike. Townsend living on the outside corner and getting the call. And the count now 0-1. Townsend from the stretch looks back at Vasky. And here's the pitch. Hung on and miss. Hesitation, throw by the catcher. Everybody scrambles back. No throw. And the count now 0-2. Townsend trying to work out of a 2-walk jam that started the inning. And the 0-2. And that'll be a strikeout. So Townsend works out of the jam. Beckman is left hand. We're through 5. There's no score in the Substate final. We'll be back with the final 2 innings or more on KMCH.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. They produce shears, press brakes, and HMI C-frame presses. Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated, Coggin.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-36 appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Loker and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Loker and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Hey, welcome back to Substate here at Solon. 0-0 heading into the top of inning number 6. Both pitchers doing an outstanding game here, and something's got to give at some point.
McCrabb was the first pitch strike, the second hitter in the Wilton lineup. 2, 3, and 4 up this inning for Wilton, and he takes another called strike, 0-2. And of course, Townsend on deck next for Wilton. McDermott now had 0-2. Beckman has out hit Wilton 4-3. Have left 10 runners on base to Wilton's 4. As McDermott delivers high, 1-2 now to McCrabb, the leadoff hitter. And the 1-2 now from McDermott stopped as the batter got in and out of the box. And we'll hold things up. 1-2 now to the leadoff hitter for Wilton in the 6th. The pitch. That ball hit hard, high, deep, and caught by Brown right in front of the 365 mark.
for the first dead center down the left field line, 60 feet shorter. That probably would have been out of here, but
Could have hurt the scoreboard if he would have hit it to left center.
yeah, Brown did a nice job going back there. It just looked like they were can a corner, go back there and catch it easily for out number 1.
Yep, now number 44, Jared Townsend. And a breaking pitch hits him. And Townsend will take first base.
That's his 9th hit batter of the year.
Tyler Hartman will hit now, the second baseman. McDermott, I think last year hit 17 or 18, and of course that's a product of throwing breaking balls that don't break. This one just rode in on.
And we'll see with the pitcher. I've got him for 96 pitches. Now you got him on base. He scored 19 runs this year, so he doesn't get courtesy ran for all the time, but he doesn't pitch all the time. So it'll be interesting to see how long they let him run the bases here. Get even a little more tired.
Right, Tyler Hartman up to bat now with Townsend on first and 1 out. Hartman struck out twice, once swinging and once looking, and the first pitch fouled off over the home plate screen to run the count to 0-1.
Fourth in the team with stolen bases, 8 and 8 attempts. So when he does it, he's successful.
And the 0-1 pitch now, breaking ball taken low by Hartman, evens the count at 1-1. 1 on here, 1 out. The count 1-1. We're in the top of the 6th. No score from Solon in the Substate battle. Swinging on the breaking ball, it was low and inside, but Hartman couldn't help himself. And the count now 1-2. Townsend remains on first base.
Yeah, completely fooled on that pitch. Looked like a hockey slapstick when he was trying to.
1-2 fastball, and that's outside, and it'll even the count at 2-2 to the second baseman for Wilton. And McDermott looks in, 2-2 pitch, breaking ball goes to the screen. That will put Townsend in scoring position at second base. And a runner at second now for Wilton with only 1 out, and we'll have a mound visit from Coach Martin. And we'll see what the meeting develops into with Coach Martin.
Courtesy running for. There you got the courtesy runner as well. Brian Stillman's coming back out. It came in earlier in that first inning and did it. And I was going to be surprised how long they'd leave him out there without running. And Coach Martin just going out there to ask him, hey, you got to run in scoring position here now. We can't afford another one of those. Just take a deep breath, relax, and throw your best pitch.
Townsend at second, 3-2 count on Hartman. 1 out here as Wilton threatened the 6th. And that pitch called high and outside. And that'll put Hartman at first and 2 runners on for Wilton with 1 out.
Well, creating them on there and an opportunity for the Beckman infield to turn a double play if so needed.
And Brock Hartley stands in. He struck out twice. And the first pitcher from McDermott. High, a strike. And the count now 1-0. Hartley, the catcher for Wilton. And the 1-0 pitch from McDermott, breaking pitch, bounced over the pitcher's head. And Funky can't throw off the runner. It'll load the bases on the infield hit. And with only 1 out, Kent Stevens will come to the plate with the bases loaded for Wilton. Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 42, comes in Mason Baker. So he'll be the runner at first. And McDermott, good pitch, bad result. 2 of the 8 hits tonight have been bouncers over the pitcher's head. He
knew that got over McDermott's head that was going to be a big hit.
Beckman brings the infield in. First pitch, called the ball. Breaking pitch, a little high. And the count now 1-0. Stevens, the third baseman for Wilton, swings and misses way out in front on that one. And the count now 1-1. 1 out, bases loaded as Wilton threatens here in the 6th inning of the Substate game. 1-1. Here's the delivery from the stretch, and that's called a strike. So 1-2 now. McDermott ahead. Beckman's infield in. Going to have to cut the run off at the plate. If they get around the hall. Big 1-2 pitch here, getting himself. And McDermott, here's the delivery. Ground ball field, base hit. And Wilton will score 1 and take a 1-0 lead. Yeah, you knew that was bound to happen. They hit that pitch, a walk, and an air or an infield single. Loaded the bases, and that'll bring a pitching change for Beckman. We'll have all the information for you when we come back. You're listening to Substate Baseball on KMCH.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
You expect big hits on the softball field or the baseball field, but not on the road. When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
And welcome back to the Substate action here. Solon, top of the 6th inning, and Wilton finally puts a run across the board. Got a base runner on a hit by pitch, a walk, an infield hit, and then a ground ball to a drawn-in infield to plate 1 run. Bases loaded. Now Jackson Bennett going to come in and be the new pitcher for the Blazers.
Well, 1 run is bad, but more runs would be worse. So big responsibility for Bennett as they have Stephen Brayton up for, or Brayton Wade up for Wilton. He's the 7th hole hitter for the Beavers. And he'll face Jackson Bennett as they try to limit the damage here to 1 run. Bennett from the stretch, first pitch, ball low, 1-0, fastball. Beckman keeps their infield in. Wouldn't have mattered if their infield was in or back on the base hit last batter. That was just a single between the third base and shortstop. So 3 on, 1 out. Jackson Bennett on in relief from C.J. McDermott. The next pitch, swung on and missed, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Wade has grounded out to the pitcher and struck out in his first 2 at-bats this evening. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed, strike 2. And Bennett, 3 pitches, 3 fastballs ahead of the count. 1-2. And of course, if they get this out, then they can move the infield back. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline. And thrown away by McDermott. That will score 2 runs. They score 3 runs as the third runner comes in. And the batter goes to third on the error. Yeah, that was destined to be a big hit there. The runner was going to come in and score from third. Just a slow, swinging bunt roller down that third baseline. McDermott came in, fielded it, tried to make a quick throw to first. Airmailed it all the way down that right field line.
all three base runners came around and scored.
Yep.
And then Wade ended up clear over at third base on the play.
So it'd be a single and an error. And I think the ball was too far on the infield to think you could let it roll fair or foul.
That's what I was thinking. Let it go. But no, it was too far in. It was probably a good foot and a half on the grass yet.
Right.
So it was destined to be a hit. Runner for third was going to score, but then with the throwing error, two more came around and scored. So a fourth spot here at the top of the 6th inning for Wilton.
And still a runner on third and only one out. Here's the pitch, and he'll reach first. Nolan Leighton on the hit pitch. That'll put runners at first and third for the Blazers defense now. 9th hitter in the lineup up for Wilton. Bonesack will bat. Now runners at first and third. Infield comes back in now for Beckman.
So 4-0 here. The Blazers have given up 4 runs. Still just 2 infield hits here so far. But they couple of batters and a walk and we're going there. So
2 earned and 2 unearned. They all count. Here's the first pitch. Brett Swan, the Bonesack. He's the 8th hitter of the inning and the 9th hitter in the lineup. First and third for Wilton. 1 out. Runners at first and third. 4 runs in for the Beavers. And the next pitch runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down.
We're right back to the pitcher, Ryan. It'll throw it down with the runner down to third.
0-2 now to Bonesack. Bennett ahead in the count. Oh, 2. Now here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. That's called strike 3 for the second out. And we'll bring up the top of the order and Corey Anderson. And he'll bat with runners at second and third. And Bennett will work from the stretch. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch over for strike 1. As he moves ahead in the count 0-1 to Anderson. Anderson, a walk, flew out to left field and struck out his last time up. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Anderson falls behind 0-2 in the count. Here with 2 outs. Wilton with 2 runners still on base. And here's the 0-2 high. Nice grab by Vasquez. Had to go up to get it. Count now at 1-2.
Yeah, Jackson wants a different ball there. He didn't like to feel that one, as that did almost get airmail all the way back to the screen. Nice job by Vasquez to get up, save a wild pitch there.
He did get up and prevented, at least for now, the run from coming in. 1-2 on Anderson. And we'll see what happens here with Bennett ahead in the count. Fastball swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. 9 batters come to the plate for Wilton. They score 4 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 runners on base, and after 5.5 innings, have now taken a 4-0 lead. We'll be back with Beckman's 6th inning after this commercial timeout.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Pets Allowed in Independence, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Pets Allowed has been your pet's lodging, grooming, and training specialist. Contact Pets Allowed at 319-334-7387 in Independence.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staffs, and fans continued success.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Substate the scoreboard here in the top of the 6th inning as Wilton scored 4 runs on 3 base hits, 1 error. They were courtesy of a walk and a couple of hit batters, and Wilton just took advantage of what happened that inning. Blazers had some opportunities early, couldn't capitalize. So, big inning here to see how they respond, giving up that 4th spot here in the top of the 6th. 5-6, time starting to run out for the Blazers. 29-11 on the year, looking to work their way back to principal Park, but face the big deficit now. Townsend, first pitch, called a strike, and 0-1. Townsend works ahead in the count to the Beckman leadoff hitter, Seamus O'Connor. He's reached on an error and walked his first 2 times. Up takes ball 1 high on the next pitch, and the count evens at 1-1. Mark Brown on deck, and he'll be followed by Owen Grover. The 1-1 pitch now from Townsend. Swung on and missed. 1-2 to O'Connor. This next pitch, I'll have it as number 100, so getting close to is that being over on the mound. 2-2 now. Ball is outside. Evens the count. And Townsend has always been able to regroup after he's failed. There's a swing and a miss. Ball rolls out in front of the catcher. Throw to first, plenty of time. Another strikeout for Townsend. And it'll bring up Mark Brown, the center fielder, who's been a victim twice of Townsend with the strikeout. And now we have a trip to the mound. We'll see if we have a pitching change. Yeah, I have him as pitch 101, so he maybe could finish one batter, but he takes the ball from him. It looks like that's going to be it for him tonight. It's coming in to change gloves here, so we'll have a pitching change with that. We'll take a timeout, watch, get the changes here. We'll be back in the bottom 6th inning. Wilton 4, the Blazers 0. It's update from Solon.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
And welcome back to Substate here at Solon. Wilton with the 4-run top of the 6th inning takes a 4-0 lead here. He closed the book now, and Jared Townsend on the mound, 5 1/3 inning pitch, gave up no runs on 4 hits, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks, 1 hit batter on 101 pitches. And the relief pitcher now is going to be the first baseman, Colin McCrabb.
And McCrabb comes in, needs 5 outs for Wilton to head to Des Moines next week. Wilton, the 2005 state champion. And McCrabb's first pitch to Brown is called a strike. Fastball 1-1. And throwing strikes probably is all McCrabb's been told to do here. You don't want to put anybody on free. That pitch outside of fastball evens the count at 1-1. Beckman still has not hit a fly ball to the outfield here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 groundouts and 13 strikeouts. One and 2 now to Brown. And the windup from McCrabb to pitch. Swung on miss. Bounces in front of the catcher. He'll stop. He'll pick it up. He'll throw to first. Townsend catches it for the second out. And now 2 outs. And it'll bring up the top of the order. And Owen Grover, the right fielder. Grover, good night against Townsend. 2 hits and 3 at bat. And he'll face McCrabb now. See if we can get things going for Beckman. There's a airmail throw to from the third baseman on a ground ball, and Grover will end up on second base on the error. Second error for Wilton on the night. Beckman has 1. At this point, that's what you need. You got to get base runners here. You can't score 4 runs unless you got people on base. So, unfortunately for them, they waited until 2 were out, but they got the leadoff hitter up now. Nate Funky coming up. Yeah, Funky the second hitter. So 3 times on base for Grover, and Funky will take a ball. Ball 1. Vasky waits on deck. Turn 0 now. McCrabb comes to the set on the stretch. The delivery outside, and that'll run the count to 2-0. And you would think that Funky has the take side. 4 down, 2 outs, 1 on. So McCrabb, see if he can throw a strike. And here's the pitch. Oh, he swung at it. And it was foul. Probably one of the hardest hit places I've had tonight. Out front of him a little bit. Hit a nice line drive foul down that third baseline. But it's hard. It had a big hook on it. It was easily foul, but it's hard out right off the. Yeah, you're not going to catch it. You need base runners at this point. So runner at second. 2 out pitch now. Husky. That ball's outside, and you can tell the Beckman players worried about that outside pitch because they're stepping with their back foot towards the outside pitch. That one was low and away, counting out. And that one bounced down the third baseline, and they call it a foul ball. Count will go full with 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. Wilton on 6 leads 4-0. 4, 5, and 2 for Wilton. 0, 4, and 1 for Beckman. 3 and 2 the count to Nate Funky as he stands in here against the on and release from Calvin. Here's the pitch. And they call him out on the called strike. That'll end the inning for Beckman. No runs on no hits. They leave another runner. We head into the 7th inning. Wilton up 4-0. We'll be back on KMCH with the finish after this.
Pete Small Engine Repair. Our good luck. Go teams.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. We have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service. 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Here's Substate from Solon. Lasers trail 40-0. And leading off will be the new pitcher, Colin McCrabb. He's 0 for 3 here so far tonight.
Takes a strike on the first pitch. Bennett delivers breaking pitch over for a strike. Now ahead 0 and 2. And the flag's still limp in center field. No win tonight.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect right here tonight.
0 and 2. Bennett winds and delivers breaking pitch into the dirt. the swing and the miss, and that'll be a first out for Wilton. And it'll bring up Townsend. Townsend now playing first base. Townsend on the night, of course, scored the first run after being hit by the pitch, has a single in the first, grounded out in the third, so 1 for 2 with a run. Then it faces him here with a breaking pitch on the first pitch, and that pitch low for ball 1, 1-0 to Townsend. Townsend, of course, headed to the University of Iowa to play baseball after next year. I think people in 2A just didn't see him go this year. Yeah, 1-1 now, fastball called a strike. So Bennett even with Townsend here in the 7th. Fastball again, a strike. And the count now 1-2. Scoreboard screws me up when they put the score up of the team batting until the inning's over.
Just hit a lady over there, high chopper over the fence line about the 8th or 9th person leaning on the fence down there. I'm not sure that she saw it though right there at the end and hit her and came back in full territory. So 1-2 over there.
Yeah, ball bounces low and off behind to the backstop and evens the count at 2-2. Big crowd tonight. You don't know if you could have put many more people here.
No, they're standing room over. They're all the way down from the third base down all the way out to the outfield fence.
Swung on and missed, a strikeout for Bennett, his second one of the inning.
4 now. He had 2 last inning as well.
And now the 4th hitter in the Wilton lineup, number 25, Tyler Hartman. He'll bat. Score one of the 4 runs to score. Struck out his first 2 times up, reached and scored in the 6th, takes a ball high on the fastball. Beckman trying to get back to state. They'll need to score a bunch in the bottom of the 7th, 1-1, a fastball and strike. They'll have the middle of their lineup, Vasky, Bennett, and Marbach drew up 3, 4, and 5. A 1-1 pitch, breaking pitch out 1 to Hartman. And you would think Wilton will be a tough out if they do win tonight and stay. A couple good pitchers. That ball is low and inside.
And
bounces away, goes to
hits the umpire.
Goes to 3-1.
Nice job there by Vasky. And take some time. He'll go back all the way back to the backstop, get it, take the ball out to his pitcher, and then give the umpire, Jeff Freeze, a little break there. That ball is in the dirt, but came up and went off the face mask to the umpire.
He probably thinks that's unnecessary.
Yeah, 7th inning, to do that.
3-1 now to Hartman. Here's the pitch called strike 2. Full count now. Bennett has come on and done a good job. He'll be losing his first base runner here to the walk because the fastball is high. And he'll bring up Brock Hartley with 4 strikeouts in 5 batters so far. So 1 on, 2 outs for Wilton here in the top of the 7th. And a delay in the game, people communicating on the Beckman middle infield on who's covering what. Hartley, the catcher, stands in. He scored last inning after striking out his first 2 times up, and he'll take a fastball for a strike and falls behind 0-1. A lot of strikeouts in the game tonight.
Yeah, that's, CJ had 8 strikeouts. Townsend had 13.
And here we have Hartley hit by the pitch. So after 2 strikeouts, we have a walk and a hit batter, and we'll bring up Chance Stevens, the third baseman. Stevens, a single and an RBI in the 6th inning. Courtesy runner for Wilton comes in, number 42. That would be Mason Baker. So 2 on and 2 outs here.
They have 2 walks and 3 hit batters in the last inning here for the Blazers. Pitchers some of that led to that 4 spot last inning there.
Yep, first pitch a strike, a fastball. scores in over the plate. Wilton 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They have another opportunity here with runners at first and second and 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They scored 4 in the top of the 6th after 1 out. Then put 6 runners on in a row, which resulted in 4 runs. Fastball swinging and missing is Stevens, and that'll be no runs on, no hits, 2 runners left on base for Wilton. Beckman heads to the 7th, down 4-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th on KMCH coverage of sports.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Edgewood Feed Mill, your ag feeds experts in Edgewood.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
And welcome back to Substate Baseball. Do or die time here for the Blazers, trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. We had a pitcher duel here for the first team able to do anything. And then the first opportunity to win as they got the base runners on, and I had 1 base hit and 1 out of the infield here, but figured out a way to score 4 runs. Now the Blazers got to work to cut out here. Got a lot of work to do down 4-0, bottom of the 7th. Beckman, a good team in the tournament, though, over this decade, 23-3 in district and sub-state games in the 10 years, 11-2 in the state tournament. So they've been in these situations before. This will be their biggest rally. As we lead off with Joel Vasky to face McCrabb, and the first pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1 to the Beckman catcher. And the windup and pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 now quickly to Vasky as Crab content with throwing strikes. You don't want to put anybody on base when you're up by 4. 0-2 now the pitch. And there's a line drive to the second baseman, which is Staff, for the first out. Yeah, and there's kind of a highlight of the night right there. Hard hit, maybe a good way to get the inning started, and a line drive. Nice play by Tyler Hartman out of second base. Jackson Bennett will bat now. He's 0 for 2, sacrificed his last time up. And that's the first ball in the air that Wilton has caught. You don't run through many high school games with that. Oh, no. And none in the outfield. So 1-0 to Bennett. The next pitch called a strike. And that'll leave the count at 1-1 with 1 out. Got Tyler Hartman positioned perfectly for Vasky there. Made the line drive catch, and there's a swing, but Bennett bounces off his foot in front of the plate and runs the count to 1-2. Brock Marbach due up next. And that might have got a piece of the catcher. You know, I think he got the back of Jackson Bennett, but he's just taking his time. And sometimes you just want to do that. Let your pitcher take a deep breath and throw some good pitches here so far here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ahead in the count now, 1-2. And here's the pitch, swung on, and it's a ground ball out to the second baseman, picks it up, throws on to first for the second out. And here comes Brock Marbach now out. Nobody on. Wilton trying to close this game out. They've not allowed a run yet in the state tournament as they shut out the district, and now they're looking at a shutout in the sub-state. Yeah, we talked about that. They won 5-0 and 3-0 the first two games. They're now 4-0. So, outstanding pitching, and this time of year, that's what you want.
And the first pitch to Marbach, swung on and fouled off. And back and out of play. Nobody could see it coming down. It was over on our side of the plate, but it goes foul, and the count runs to 0-1 on Marbach. Marbach facing the crab here. He's walked twice tonight and then taken a called third strike in his other at-bat. And that pitch called the ball, going away, 1-1. 1-1 now, 2 outs, bottom of the seventh here in the Substate. And a ground ball, 1-2. Beckman down to their last strike as they trail Wilton 4-0. A civil-waiting pitching battle tonight, 1 half inning, and that will be the difference in the game so far. The 4 runs by Wilton in the top of the sixth. 1-2 now to Marbach. And here's the windup, the pitch. That's blowing outside, and it'll even the count at 2-2. But it's not like Beckman didn't have opportunity. Yeah, they did, and they're going to look back on all the opportunities they gave away early in this contest that could have had a couple runs and would have been a much different outcome. There's a foul ball out of play. Marbach stays alive at 2-2. Update from Manchester. Northland punched their ticket to the state for the third time in the last 4 years. It was 8-2 victory. So congratulations to Coach Grip and the Northland Lake. There's a fly ball. And Wilton won the game on the flyout. And they'll advance the state with a 4-0 win. They go 4 runs, 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. Beckman no runs on 4 hits. They committed 1 error. We'll take a break here. Come back for the wrap-up after this commercial timeout on KMCH.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Wald LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Wald LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, call Dwayne at Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville. They are licensed and insured and offer a free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care, your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Cy and Charlie's in Independence sell the full line of top-quality Whirlpool appliances, including Maytag and KitchenAid at competitive prices. Cy and Charlie's offer professional delivery, installation, and factory-trained service. Best of luck from Cy and Charlie's, your appliance headquarters in Independence.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
And welcome back into the final here of Substate at Solon as number 5 Wilton Beavers have taken down the 4th-ranked Beckman Blazers by a score of 4-0 here tonight. Wilton scored 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 Blazer error, and they left 8 on base. All 4 runs scored in that 6th inning, courtesy of 3 hits, an error, a walk, and 2 hit batters. A combination of C.J. McDermott and Jackson Bennett struck out 13. Gave up 3 walks and hit 3 batters. for the Beckman Blazers tonight. Just couldn't come up with the hits when they needed to. No runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 on base. First 2 innings, they left the bases loaded, and then turned around, left 2 on each of the 4th and 5th innings. So a lot of opportunities there tonight for the Blazers, and just couldn't come up with that hit when they needed one.
And, mistakes are a part of baseball, and Wilton's mistakes didn't hurt them tonight. Beckman's mistakes hurt them fairly bad, particularly in the 6th inning. Beckman, a couple opportunities, weren't able to capitalize. But also you have to give credit to the Townsend kid from Wilton. Outstanding pitcher, and he's left-handed. Beckman hasn't seen a left-hander like that all year. Hard to duplicate that in practice, and you just have to believe that the Beckman players were stymied all night. I mean, they had some good swings, but not a lot of good swings. They battled through. They got some walks and moved base runners around, but they just didn't have the hit at the time they needed it to put a crooked number on the board and put some pressure on Wilton. Townsend said it in his one-hitter when he did the first-round district game. He calmed down when his team got a couple runs. Well, he didn't do that for him tonight, and it just stayed close the whole game until the 4-run 6th inning. A nice night for baseball, just not a good result for the Blazers.
Yeah, congratulations to Wilton for their state tournament opportunity here now. They're 25-5 on the year. Beckman will face their year 29-12. And they want to say goodbye to the seniors, Joel Vasky, Jackson Bennett, Nate Funke, Mark Brown, Riley Helly, Connor McDermott, Camden Leonard, Luke Hageman, and Eric Raker have just played their final game here for the Blazers tonight. Congratulations to Northland Lynx as they defeat Wapsie Valley tonight for 8-2 for their 3rd trip to the state tournament in the last 4 years. And they're in Manchester tonight. John Swisher's up there, so we'll take a quick break. We'll send it back to John up at Beckman Park up in Manchester to get some comments from the very happy Northland Lynx crowd up in Manchester. For Dan McLean, it's Bill Logan. I want to thank Faith Hunt for coming in the studio tonight. Many thanks to the constant supports of the Sports Boosters on Camp Teacher Radio. Thanks for listening tonight as the Wilton Beavers beat Beckman by a score of 4-0.
Denver won 10-3.
Denver won 10-3. Denver won 10-3.
So you could tell they got tense, and that we just knew we had to keep putting it on them, and that's what we did.
Sometimes it's easier to say, do what you do, go out and play your game, because you've seen the upsets around the state. You've seen good teams getting knocked off. How do you guys do that?
We stay loose. We're very we laugh a lot. We're a very loose team. Griff sometimes doesn't like it, but we're very laid back, and I don't know. Whenever something goes wrong, somebody's always cracking a joke or something, so nobody's getting tense or anything. So I mean, when they score those first 2 runs or got the bases loaded, you just gotta relax. We gotta get a couple outs. If they score a run or two, it's not a big deal. We're just gonna have to get back on them on the offensive anyway. So I mean, we're very loose. So that's why I credit that too.
Yeah, a tremendous group who has played baseball for many years. And another thing, mentally, you guys know what you're going to do each and every time out there. You guys know each other well on and off the field.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're a very close group. We do everything together. We go trips. We go on trips together. We're about to eat together. Obviously, with baseball, we're around each other all summer. So I mean, that's pretty much who we spend our summer with. So we're just like a big family, and that's how we like to treat it.
You have a good team and good friends as well. And now to Des Moines, you got some unfinished business to do. 3 of the last 4 years I talked about, but not reaching the pinnacle where you want to get to, and that's the goal this year, of course.
Yes, definitely. We've been down there a couple times. We got to the semis that first year, and then last year we definitely fell short.
Again, if you need help, please call repair service for assistance.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor in Coggin is your local supplier for farm equipment and outdoor power, offering parts, sales, and services since 1937. Ellis Implement and Outdoors wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters.
We'll go back
Manchester
on.
Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
You're good.
And back on to Exide Field. Apologize for those technical difficulties here tonight. Back with Ryan Miller, as you were saying about the trip to Des Moines and getting further where you guys have been the last few years.
Yeah, definitely. We need to get down there. We're hitting the ball really well right now, which usually has not been the case the last couple of years. We've been winning 2-1, 2-0, but this year we're putting up big numbers, and that's what you got to do down there. You got to get those hits. You got to get pressure off your pitchers. So hopefully we keep hitting the ball like we have been.
Staying focused and doing what you guys do is the name of the game. Congratulations on the win again, and best of luck. We'll see you in Des Moines in a few days.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Ryan Miller for the Northland Lynx. Thanks to him for his time as we will continue on and get some different links here. I see Trevor Bogey. He had a tremendous game here tonight. Bogey, the third baseman for the Lynx. He's getting a picture. Blake McGraw, the senior catcher. He'll join me now. We're live on KMCH here tonight on Exide Field. And Blake, how's this feel for you emotionally getting back to the state tournament? Third time in 4 seasons. You've been a part of this journey. How's it feel for you?
It feels amazing, especially being a part of this Northland team. Ranked number 3 in the state my senior year. It feels pretty good.
And what is it about this group to you? We talked about Ryan, about how close you guys are on and off the field. What is it that you think is so special?
Oh, the fact that we've grown up together playing baseball, playing every sport together. I mean, I think that's the way that we're so good, is because we know each other, we're bonded, and we're all very good friends.
And now getting back to the state tournament, hoping to get the pinnacle of the dreams are there of getting farther than you have gone before. The mindset staying focused here and be ready to play this weekend first, and then get ready for what lies ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. We really need to come focused, and especially getting second at state basketball, it'd be really nice to bring back some first place hardware.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Blake McGraw, one of the seniors on this team for the Lynx, as we continue on. Northland getting the win 8-2 tonight over Wapsie Valley. We'll try to track down the head coach of the Lynx, Travis Griffith, here as at Exide Field inside the Beckman Sports Complex here tonight. Northland takes down Wapsie Valley by the final score of 8-2 as Beckman falls tonight. The game we had for you on KMCH Sports as Beckman fell to Wilton 4-0 earlier today at the state softball tournament. It was Independence falling 3-2 in a heartbreaker in their first round quarterfinal game, as Independence falling this afternoon to Sergeant Bluff Wilton. As we are going to grab Johnny Williams, assistant coach of the Northland Lynx, going to join me now, as this team really did another great job here tonight. A team effort, everybody getting involved with the 8-2 victory over Wapsie Valley, a team who Ryan Miller compared it to these guys a few years ago. A team that surprising some people, not sure what they're made of, coming out here, giving everything they can and see what can happen. And they value you early on in this game.
Yeah, Wapsie did a great job battling all the game, for that matter, and yeah, surprising. They weren't supposed to be there, but they were, so you can't take them light, and you can't underestimate any opponent like that, especially this type of game. And they did a great job, and the boys came prepared.
And they're coming prepared. We talked about some upsets around the state. That's always in the back of your head. Maybe it shouldn't be. You try to keep it out, but when you're that good, everybody's got that target on your back. What is it about this group that makes them special and keeps them focused?
Togetherness. They're together all the time. They like playing loose as well. We try to keep it as loose as possible in practice. They've been here before now, so they know what to expect. And, yeah, just playing together and confidence in each other and in themselves. And we're heading back to state.
That's right. The old cliche, keeping it one game at a time. I'm sure you guys focus on that. Now that will carry into the state tournament here Friday or Saturday, whenever you'll play now.
Yep, absolutely. Get some rest tonight and maybe tomorrow, and then be ready to go for Friday or Saturday. And if we got to go Friday, then so be it. If we get Saturday, then we get a little extra day of rest, which never helps or never hurts. But we'll just see what we can do.
All right. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you, Johnny Williams. You betcha. Assistant coach for the Northland Lynx for the last several years. Just will try to track down the head coach of the Northland Lynx, Travis Griffith. As Griff going to join us here. The 12th-year head coach of the Northland Lynx joining me on the field, Exide Field, as the Lynx get the win here tonight over Wapsie Valley 8-2. And mindset coming into this ball game tonight, a upstart team, Wapsie Valley, a team that maybe wasn't expected to be here, but here they were tonight, and you guys had to come out and play good baseball. They hung with you early on, and you're able to separate yourselves and get the 6-run lead.
Oh, teams like that are dangerous. We talked about the kids. Don't get overconfident thinking, and you look at quick stats, everybody's going to do it. On paper, yeah, we're better, but baseball's a crazy game. We have found that out on the upside and the downside of it. And so if we can get on them early, and then we can play our game where we can manufacture runs, we can play small ball. We knew Jake would have his best up, which of course he did. Our defense played pretty well for the most part. I thought there's a couple balls we maybe could have made better plays on, but honestly, if we throw a 3-run lead up early with Jake or Ryan on the mound, we're right where we want to be, and it help our kids relax. You know, they made a couple runs back, and they played really well for a young team that's never been to this stage. But you can just see the composure in our kids. Even when they get first and second and one out, we're not panicking. Let's just go make the next play, limit them to their rally to 1 run, and we'll just go put up another run. So hats off to Wapsie Valley. Heck of a run. I think that's their first district title since '96. And they're a young team. They're going to be better and better.
They're at 16-13, and offensively, Trevor Bogie, Sean Boardman stepped up, helped out tonight with a few big hits, and they helped out with scoring some runs.
Well, Trevor Bogie's been our best hitter in the postseason. There's no doubt about it. We talked about it batting practice. He's squaring everything up. He doesn't have a bad at bat. He was 4 for 4 tonight. Sean Boardman has been the power in that 3-hole. He's had an all-state season at first base. I said, you look at him, you wouldn't see that, but he's great defensively. Offensively, I think he's 4th or 5th in the state in RBIs. Big home run. This is no short park to left center to be able to put it out. But he's been huge for us, especially when you got Ryan and Jake out in front of you. And they're on a lot. You got to have a 3 and a 4 to willing to battle like Sean and Brad do. And Sean's been money for us all season.
And this group continues to tally up the records and all the stats and numbers, what you'll talk about after their careers are done, and more importantly. But now the next step for this group, they want to get to the big game, but you got to get there. You've got to take your time. You've got to take it one game at a time, and it starts this weekend in Des Moines for your 3rd trip in 4 years.
Yeah, I hope at this point we kind of come in with the game plan of, hey, let's go win the first one so we can make it a full week now. We play Friday or Saturday. And now you have to fight to get to that next one. I thought last year we went down there, we played pretty poor. Right? And we've talked about it as a team. We played our worst defensive game we've probably ever had. And it showed. And that's not taking anything from Rennes and St. Mary's. They outplayed us. But our defense didn't play like it's normally used to. And we know we're going to have Jake or Ryan on the mound, depending on what day we throw. We got to come down and play defense, play our kind of game, and then play with confidence. Don't get caught up in the big stage. We've been there enough now. Come and play our kind of game and put pressure on teams like we're capable of doing.
With that said, so what do you think in your mind going in here? Alburnett, I believe, losing tonight, Lisbon getting the win. So what's it looking like here tonight, do you think? Here in the 1A and Mason City Newman, I believe they won tonight too. So what's it looking like to you right now?
Well, it sucks. First of all, Alburnett lost. I was hoping they would get there. That'd be neat to get 3 Tri-Rivers teams down there. But I'm thinking seeding-wise, it's pretty simple. 1 and 2 are obvious, Newman and Lisbon. I think we're a pretty set on number 3. I think Remsen's probably the number 4. Martinsville's probably the number 5. If they won in that order, then it's going to be kind of who got in next. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably be the 3, which is normally a Saturday game, against the 6 seed, which now I don't know. It depends on how all the other teams did with the Camanitas and some of the other teams out on the west side. That I'm guessing Remsen and St. Mary's probably took care of business and they're in. They normally are. So the top 5 are pretty much set, I think, just by record and by ranking.
You got the shorter trip here tonight compared to Wapsie Valley. Great crowd support. Had a great crowd here tonight at Exide Field. Great combinations by West Delaware, of course, but always a good supportive crowd for Northland, no matter what the sport.
Oh yeah, we talked about in the softball game the other day in that regional final that Northland just travels well. It doesn't depend if we're good or bad. They just travel well. Big games like this, it's the community support that we don't. We're going to expect it everywhere we go, and hopefully we put on a show for the fans. But yeah, it was packed all the way around today. I know I saw some Center Point people out there. EDCO people, a lot of Tri-Rivers Conference, East Buchanan, a lot of people from the Tri-Rivers Conference here, but in Northland, Lynx Country travels well wherever we go.
A lot of fans for sure. Congratulations. Best of luck. We'll see you in Des Moines in a few days. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Wes.
Travis Griffith, the head coach of the Northland Lynx, as they'll wrap up our coverage here from Exide Field inside the Beckman Sports Complex as Northland ventures on back to the state tournament, third time in 4 seasons. Congratulations to the Northland baseball family, as congrats to Freddie Martin and the Beckman baseball family for getting to another Substate game. Coming up a little short tonight, unfortunately, against Wilton down in Solon by the score of 4-0. Best of luck to Lisbon. Great season to Alburnett, as we will continue our postseason coverage tomorrow with Class 4A softball. We'll have the final game of the season for the Independence Mustangs, as the Mustangs will compete in a consolation contest at 1 o'clock. Bill Logan and I will have the action, and then we will be in Waverly at Wartburg College's field. Waverly Shellrock, the opponent for the West Delaware Hawks. The West Delaware Hawks with Nate Lahr and company looking to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2008 in their third sub-state in the past 5 seasons for the Hawks after the win over Decorah on Monday night, as we'll have the Hawks and the Go Hawks tomorrow night around 6:50 live from Waverly. That's going to do it tonight. Thanks to Bill and Dan from Solon tonight, as they had our Beckman covers. Thanks to Faithon in the studios of KMCH downtown Manchester. That does it from here. Have yourselves a good night.